Welcome back to Old Charles, your ultimate destination for rare coin history and values. Today, we're diving into a fascinating piece from down under, the 1972 Australian 10-cent coin. How rare is it? What's it worth? And why are collectors still interested in this vintage decimal coin? Let's find out. In 1966, Australia introduced decimal currency, replacing the old pounds, shillings, and pence system. The 10-cent coin was among the first decimal coins issued, and by 1972, the country had already grown familiar with these sleek silver-colored pieces. The 1972 10-cent coin came during a time of economic change and shifting minting priorities. While not the rarest in the series, it holds its place as a collectible from the early years of decimal coinage in Australia. The design of the 10-cent coin is iconic. On the obverse, or front, you'll see the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This was the standard effigy used from 1966 until 1984 on Australian coinage. Flip the coin, and you'll find the reverse design, crafted by Stuart Devlin, the master of Australian coin art. It features a beautifully detailed male superb lyrebird, with its decorative tail feathers in full display, symbolizing the richness of Australia's natural wildlife. The coin is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it a durable silvery finish in terms of mintage. The 1972 10-cent coin had a total of 31.7 million pieces struck at the Royal Australian Mint. That's a relatively high number, meaning it's not extremely rare. But here's the catch. Most of these coins were heavily circulated. That means, finding a 1972 10-cent coin in uncirculated or mint state condition is quite a challenge today. Most surviving examples have scratches, wear, and signs of age, especially since they've been in pockets and purses for over 50 years. Let's talk value. The price of your 1972 10-cent coin will depend entirely on its condition or grade. Here's a breakdown. These are very common. Expect a value of about $0.10 to $0.50 AUD, mostly face value unless part of a bulk collector LOT'd in better condition. With sharp detail and light wear, these coins might fetch $1 to $2 AUD from casual collectors. These are harder to find. In pristine condition, a 1972 10-cent coin can be worth $5 to $20 AUD, depending on grade and luster. If your coin is graded professionally, say, by PCGS or NGC, and it receives a very high grade, it could go for $30 AUD or more at auction. Bonus tip: asterisk coins with errors like double strikes, off-centers, or planchet flaws can also bring in premium prices. So, should you hold on to your 1972 10-cent coin? If it's well worn, it's a fun piece of Australian history, but it probably won't bring in much cash. However, if you've got one in shiny, uncirculated condition, or with a mint error, it's definitely worth adding to your collection, or even getting it graded. The 1972 Australian 10-cent coin comes from a key period in Australian monetary history, the early years of decimalisation. Australia made the bold move to switch from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system to the decimal currency system on 14 February 1966. This change introduced a new range of coins, including the 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, and 50-cent pieces. The 10-cent coin replaced the old 1 shilling coin in terms of value. Even though the old and new systems were quite different, the government ensured that decimal coins were similar in size and metal composition to help people adjust. By 1972, just 6 years after the changeover, decimal coins were fully established in everyday life. The 10-cent coin had already become a staple in pockets and purses across the nation. However, unlike earlier years, 1972 didn't see any major design changes or commemorative issues, making it a year of quiet stability in the minting world. The coin itself continued to feature the original designs. The obverse showed the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by British sculptor Arnold Machin. This portrait was used on coins from 1966 until 1984. The reverse design was created by the renowned Australian artist and goldsmith Stuart Devlin, who designed many of the country's coins. It features the superb lyrebird, a native bird famous for its beautiful tail feathers and incredible mimicry. This design is still used on 10-cent coins today, showing just how timeless and iconic it has become. In 1972, the Royal Australian Mint produced over 31.7 million 10-cent coins, a large number that kept up with national demand. However, because these coins were used heavily in circulation, most surviving examples today show moderate to heavy wear. While the 1972 issue isn't considered rare by mintage, collectors value it as part of the early decimal coin era, and uncirculated examples are becoming harder to find as time goes on. When it comes to coin collecting, one of the most important factors that determines value is condition, also known as coin grade. For the 1972 Australian 10-cent coin, condition can make the difference between face value and a premium price. Let's break down the most common conditions you'll come across, and how they impact value. These coins have been used heavily in everyday transactions. You'll see lots of surface wear, faded details, and possibly scratches. The lyrebird's feathers will look soft or flat, and the queen's portrait will lack fine detail. In this condition, the coin still has wear, but the major design elements are visible. You'll notice a more defined outline of the lyrebird and clearer features on the queen's profile. These coins show only light wear. Most of the fine details are still visible, and luster may remain. This is a popular condition for beginner collectors. Value ***$1 to $2 AU coins have very minimal signs of wear, usually just on the highest points. These coins may still retain a slight mint luster and sharp edges. Value ***$2 to $5 AUD. These coins have never been used in circulation. They're clean, shiny, and have no visible signs of wear, though they may have tiny marks from the minting process. Value ***$5 to $20 AUD, depending on the specific grade. If your coin is certified by a professional grading service and receives a high grade, such as MS66 or MS67, its value can increase significantly. Collectors pay a premium for coins that are officially graded and preserved. Value $25 to $50 AUD or more, especially if sold at auction. Use a magnifying glass or loupe to look at details. Compare your coin to high-resolution images online. Look for original shine, mint luster. Avoid cleaning your coin. It reduces collector value. Condition is king in coin collecting. Even a common 1972 10-cent coin can become a sought-after collectible if it's in mint state. So check your coin carefully. You might just be holding onto a small treasure.